When was the last time you had a good fart? I know this is an uncomfortable and perhaps offensive topic for some, but the truth is, everybody farts. The president, the Pope, why, even the Queen. Yet, farting is a matter that nobody wants to talk about, as though it's some colossal sin. Madam Chair, distinguished judges, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, I have come to encourage you to release it. Sleep is to yawn, as gas is to fart. Simply put, it is as normal as blinking. So normal that the average person farts 14 times a day. That's 5,110 times a year. Now, could you imagine holding in 5,000 farts? Phew! There is a plethora of benefits in passing gas. Firstly, farting can save your life. The History Daily article in 2017 documented that in the 1600s, doctors in England recommended that patients save their farts in jars and snip it. Ooh. According to research, sniffing farts was useful for treating the bubonic plague. Inhaling the odor had a calming effect on those who saw dead bodies collected in the streets. As a matter of fact, I too used to catch my farts and smell it as a child. It's no wonder I was such a calm child. Secondly, farting can be advantageous to ridding you of dead-end relationships. I recall being on a date and having to fart in the car. By his reaction, it was clear that he forgot we ate sauteed cabbage and beans for dinner. Truth be told, when that odor slapped me in the face, I nearly passed out. You see, I had hoped that openly farting would lead to a healthy, long-lasting relationship, but it turned out to be his deal breaker. According to flatologist Dr. Michael Levitt, a mere 1% causes this 1% of the hydrogen sulfide causes the stench. The other 99% is odorless. Now, what are the odds that 1% occurred every time I was in the company of that misfit? I call it God's divine intervention. Those farts made it obvious that he could not handle a strong, spontaneous woman like me. Thirdly, farting exposes character. Now, raise your virtual hand if you have ever let one rip in public. Yes, I see that hand. Well, since we're confessing, I remember being at the whiteboard teaching my heart out. And without warning, my Spencer muscles failed me, and a silent killer escaped. The uninvited guests rapidly permeated my classroom. Soon enough, a student whom I'd like to call Miss Tattletale had the audacity to make a public announcement. Ew! Somebody farted, and it smells like a dead rat. Well, I pretended to be shocked and appalled that someone would have the gall to let a stinker in my class. Some students were pinching their nostrils like a vice grip, fanning the fumes away, or were crippled with laughter. What's worse, Miss Tattletale looked me dead in the eye and expected me to address the situation. And so I did. I demanded those 33 students to stand up. I marched through the classroom like a drug-sniffing dog, determined to identify the culprit. The foul odor led me to the table of excellence. Suddenly, everyone was pointing fingers and playing the blame game. It's you! No, it's you! Well, amidst all the confusion, I found it the perfect opportunity to release the rest of that part. And so I did. I alerted Miss Tattletale to pass me the air freshener to smother the air pollution. 5 minutes later, still no confession. And so I dropped the act. And I did what any decent teacher would do. Yes, I confronted those students with 10 minutes of great detention. I mean, what did you expect? A confession? My students thought I was perfection. How dare I ruin their image of me? Yes, Lord. Lo siento. I am sorry, Father, for I have sinned. But I blame it on the 1%. Ladies and gentlemen, polluting the air may never be accepted by the masses. And while one should exercise fart etiquette and excuse themselves before releasing fart demons, when there is a gas war battling within you, you must release it. I challenge you. Release the farts in your life that make you sick. Yes. Release those jealous, gossiping, backstabbing farts. The ones who weigh you down with an abundance of unwarranted stress. When toxic situations and people are ripping your insides apart, will you hold those offensive gases in or let freedom ring? It doesn't matter if it is a wet fart, a loose fart, or an atomic bomb. Release it. Land, air, or sea, you let that fart go free. Madam Chair,